Hello, beautiful people. So, today I want to discuss the feminine power with you. Basically, we have to understand that both masculine and feminine power does not need to be portrayed as their sexual component. So if you are a woman, it doesn't mean that you have to be always in your feminine power energy. And the same goes for the masculine. But most feminine qualities would apply more to women. And if they do more of these gestures, they would attract a masculine energy, which most of the time is a male. But as I said, it doesn't have to be a male. Another person external, I don't know how to say the word, masculine energy can also be attracted to the feminine power, basically feminine energy. So the first thing that we have to understand is a feminine energy and power. It is very soft, and even if it's soft, it is not something that would allow everything to happen. We already discussed this in boundaries. So feminine energy can be soft, but in the meantime still exhibiting behaviors like boundaries. So we don't accept bad behavior just because we are in the feminine power. That is one of the first points I have to say. Another thing is this. We are exposed a lot today to the social media where we can post something and be judged negatively. So we have to either stay away from the social media because this kind of spirit, the negativity, and people that are actually negative towards us can actually influence us, even if you want it or you don't. This is something that we are all exposed to nowadays, so we have to understand and try to reduce the social media exposure so that we can also be more happier in the inside and don't like stay focusing on what other people think on us. Another thing about social media is this. A lot of people will post a lot of about how happy they are, maybe they're in a relationship and this kind of stuff, but ultimately everyone has issues in their relationship, and no one will go around showing you their dirty garbage, basically. So of course they would portray themselves and their relationship, for example, as perfect, or their life as perfect, by going around and traveling all the time. This can also make us feel sad because we think like we don't have this, so we are not accomplished. So this is another reason so that we need to exclude social media from our life, basically. So as women, we tend to talk about other women, and most of the time it's a horrible gossip. We have to understand that gossip is not good for you or for the other person, and even if you are actually discussing someone else and can damage your opinion, the people will think that you are a gossiper, and basically they will not like you and will stay away from you. And also, if you gossip on someone and actually they find out, actually it's like not nice thing to be found speaking badly about other people, basically. So we need to be aware of the situations, and when this happens, we realize at that moment and we correct ourselves, basically. Another thing which is a bit manly and not actually mainly, but even for myself, I think it's something that doesn't make you look nice in the other people's eyes. Um, is swearing. Um, I don't swear, and I feel like when people swear, it makes them look, I don't know, lower as a level. I'm not actually demeaning anyone. I know sometimes some people swearing it comes natural, but the same thing as I said before, we need to be aware of ourselves and our language, because what we say would portray us, and someone will actually look at us at a certain way. And as I'm saying, language, we can also focus on language, which is actually um, nice language. For example, something helpful that I discovered recently is if you are feeling down and you actually don't say down, and you say like, I don't feel that good, or you are actually, when you're describing your feeling and you say that like in your anger and you didn't mean it in your language, you feel that yourself, that you are not actually as angry as you would otherwise. For example, if you say fuming or whatever, and then if you other say like, ah, that tickled me, you know, it's different kind of expressions. Another thing which makes women feel feminine is by actually going to the exterior, basically. Maybe doing some makeup, wear earrings, make your hair look nice. When you do this kind of stuff, you actually feel a little bit more feminine. And also, this is the reason why most of the girls would spend sometimes during the week to go do their nails and maybe do facials and try to take care of themselves, because they feel more feminine. Sorry. And this is actually very helpful, so to do detox from your day, basically, and also some things to help your self-care during this feminine time is also, for example, if you have some baths and with some oil, maybe take a glass of wine, and you can chill and relax and take out all your frustration of the week. Basically, if you do it once a week, it's actually very good. Um, Another thing is spending time with other women, because if you spend time with other women, it's like being recharged, and it's also nice as other women would understand you, because most women understand each other on the emotion level, and if you need to discuss something or you have a problem, you generally will go to a woman, because they would be on the same emotional level. Sometimes if you go to a guy and discuss some heart issues, like, and some emotion in it, a guy will tend to try to solve the issue, when what you want to in the situation is being heard, and that is feminine power, basically, when it is shared between all women. So as I said before, the masculine energy would like to solve issues. Another thing that the masculine energy tries to do is going to the head, as I said before, to solve it of the things that you need to solve, and being the masculine energy maybe help out or move stuff for you, and these kind of things. Another thing I need to describe when discussing the feminine energy is the ways that a woman can behave, like the mannerisms that can be done in order to be more feminine. For example, some things to be considered is, like, for example, when you are out and you're talking to someone, you tilt your head a little bit, and that is actually a very feminine thing to do. Another thing that you can actually do to be feminine is, for example, talk to someone, then look away, then look again, and maybe look down and up. We see this done by a lot of, for example, actors. Some people may come to them more natural, but this is also like the shy women sort of touch, you know. When you walk, you can swing your hips a little bit, because that gives that feeling that a woman has the hips. So basically you are flaunting what you have, and normally guys don't have the hips, so they would like and sort of identify that you are different from them and different gender, basically, and be more attracted to girls that are actually like that. You can also, for example, move your head from your face and behind your ear, and maybe if you have some earrings, you can talk and touch your earrings and exposing your neck. That is actually another thing that you can do. Another thing also you can do, maybe you're on a date and you're talking to a guy for the first date or whatever date you are, and you wanna maybe reach and touch him a little bit. Maybe he has a watch, and you actually caress it and you say, "Oh, it's a nice watch. What watch is it?" And you just discuss the watch, and this is kind of thing that you can also do. And I want to say also the last thing, that the feminine energy is very powerful. It is also can understand when some things that need to be stopped. For example, if you are in a relationship and this relationship is not actually serving you anymore, and you truly know that it's not good for you, the feminine energy will help you realize about this thing and will sort of be banging you, and from the inside you would know that you need to go out of this relationship, basically. So yeah, if something like this happens, you should also listen from your inner being and do something about it, basically. And those are the points that I needed to discuss today about the feminine power or energy. Hope you enjoyed it.